G'day everyone. For a while now I've been looking for a DAB Plus radio here in Adelaide, and generally there's been nothing out there. About a week ago this got released, this Kenwood model, and I bought it, I installed it myself, and I've been playing it with it for about a week now. So I just thought I'd give you a general rundown of how this thing works and my impressions. Okay, just turn on the accessories, we'll let it start up. Now, whenever you turn it on for the first time, it goes into standby mode. During standby mode, it's actually searching the DAB broadcast band, updating its channel listing. So while you're putting your seatbelt on, adjusting your mirror, you just let the radio go through its channel search listing function. Pressing any button will stop that, and it will just go off the last list that it did. So anyway, this usually only takes 20 or 30 seconds. There you go. So the radio is ready, and it should have all the DAB stations programmed into it. Now we'll turn it on. Now there's two ways to turn it on. You can press the DAB button, and it'll automatically go into the DAB radio stations, or you can select the source button up here and cycle through the inputs to select DAB. Now most people will just press DAB. You can hear the radio going up. As you can see, the last station I listened to comes up. You can cycle through different information. Very strong signal. Here in Adelaide, all the antennas are on top of the hills, so generally the signal booms through most of the time. Quite impressed with that. I'm not sure why it's cycling from weak to strong. It's just rained quite heavily, so yeah. Okay, what other information? The bit rate, 64 kilobits. Frequency. Now the frequency of DAB radio, DAB Plus, is actually not in the regular FM broadcast band. It's actually a bit higher, from about 170 megs to 220 megs is the DAB broadcast band frequencies. So that's something you've got to get your head around. Normal FM broadcast range is what, 88 to 108 megahertz. DAB broadcast is 204 megahertz. You know what I mean. Okay, so let's cycle through. The clock will automatically update itself going off the DAB data. I always leave it on the dynamic label, that way the information will scroll. I've set presets. Now there's memory banks as well. If you cycle through band, memory bank 2, memory bank 3. I was on memory bank 1. Memory bank 1, 6 presets. Memory bank 2, 6 presets. Memory bank 3 of DAB, 6 presets. I always leave it on preset 1. Okay, what else? Press the DAB button to get the service list. This is all the radio stations that were scanned when it started up for the first time. SBS Radio Asia, SBS 1, there's 2, 6, 3D, Triple J, Triple M. As you can see, there is a lot of radio stations that this thing's picking up. I'm actually quite impressed with this. Many radio stations. Okay. RPH, radio for the print handicapped. We can select that by pressing this. So you can scan through frequencies, through channels, without having to use the presets. Quickly press DAB again, bring up the service list.
Amen. Please rise.
Where is that? ABC, select that.
This is all part of it.
Yeah, well this was all at the same time. So
Do
what
that
we
again.
did was embark on a letter writing campaign where we encouraged the community to write to the Attorney General and express their concern of the accident defence. Now, shortly following that, we had another scenario with Taryn Hunt was named.
5AA.
I think it's going to Robertson. Short pass. Just inside the square. Gibbs.
Coffee.
Middle of the ground, Carl.
Okay, so that's the DAB radio. You can go to DAB by selecting the source here. Tuner, USB, auxiliary, standby, DAB. You can select it that way. People forget though that there's still the regular FM broadcast band. So there's actually quite a lot to listen to. You'll never get bored playing with this thing. And the good old regular AM broadcast band. So yeah, go back to DAB. There we go. And yeah, generally I'm quite impressed with this radio. Costs around $300. Yeah. So once you just get your head around the fact that DAB, the new DAB channels are in the new DAB frequency, once you get your head around that, it's actually quite an easy radio to use. So if you're looking for the new channels, you won't find them in the normal FM band. You've got to look into the new DAB frequency range, and that's where you'll find all these new channels. You can scan through.
Who was a nurse, right?
Feel like they talking to me. A little bit too clever, folks. Reminds him of the prayer. If I'm not.
Here you go, it's scanning through some of those frequencies I was talking about earlier. I don't think it can remember. Sorry, I don't think it can find any new frequencies because they're already in here. Okay, so let's just stop that. Go back to Edge. Now don't forget, at the end of the day, you've still got a radio too that plays USB. Plug him in.
Research has proven that exposure to low frequency sound can cause a variation.
Didn't go through the folders. I've got a few folders on this one.
As it were, the noise of thunder. One of the four beasts saying,
And then if you get sick of listening to that, you can always go back to any of the other inputs, DAB, or good old FM, or AM. Listen to the regular FM broadcast band, or go stuff it back to DAB. And there you go. Took me a bit of fiddling to get used to this radio, but at the end of the day, I actually think it's pretty good. Hope this helps in making your decision when it comes to buying a DAB Plus radio here in Australia. Bye bye.